The M29 Davy Crockett. Unlike giant nuclear missiles, this system was small enough to be deployed close to the battlefield. It reflected Cold War fears, where even front-line combat might involve nuclear weapons. The blast radius was so dangerous that survival for nearby troops was uncertain. The Soviet Dead Hand System. The Soviet Union reportedly developed an automatic nuclear retaliation system nicknamed Dead Hand. If leadership was wiped out in a nuclear attack, the system could automatically launch retaliation missiles without human input. It was designed to guarantee revenge even after total destruction. The Project Habakkuk. Britain once explored building an aircraft carrier out of ice mixed with wood pulp. This strange material, called pykrete, was surprisingly strong and melted very slowly. The idea was to create enormous floating air bases during World War II. A prototype was actually built in Canada before the project was abandoned. The Nazi sun gun. Germany once proposed a giant space mirror capable of focusing sunlight onto cities or enemy targets. The concept sounded like science fiction. Scientists imagined a huge orbital mirror reflecting concentrated solar energy as a weapon. Thankfully, the technology was impossible at the time. The Project Pluto. Project Pluto aimed to create a nuclear-powered missile capable of flying for days while carrying multiple nuclear bombs. The missile itself would also spread radioactive contamination through its engine exhaust. It was essentially designed as a flying apocalypse machine before being canceled due to its extreme dangers. Human torpedoes. During World War II, some navies used human-guided torpedoes. Divers would ride explosive torpedoes toward enemy ships, steering them manually underwater before escaping at the last moment. These missions were extremely dangerous and often suicidal. The giant railway guns. Countries like Germany built enormous artillery guns mounted on trains. Some were so large they required entire crews and specially prepared railway tracks. The Schwerer Gustav fired shells weighing several tons and could destroy heavily fortified positions from huge distances. Camel cavalry units. Before modern vehicles became widespread, several armies used camel-mounted troops for desert warfare. Camels could survive long periods without water and travel through harsh terrain where vehicles struggled. Some camel military units remained active even into the 20th century. The Chicken Nuclear Mine Plan. Britain once considered using live chickens inside underground nuclear mines. The chicken's body heat would keep electronic components warm enough to function in freezing underground conditions. Strange as it sounds, this was an actual military proposal during the Cold War. Weaponized dolphins. Several countries trained dolphins for military purposes. These animals were taught to detect underwater mines, locate divers, and patrol harbors. Dolphins' natural sonar abilities made them surprisingly effective for naval operations, and some programs reportedly still exist today.